From the FOX10 Gulf Stream, this is Next Weather.
Are you ready for a heat wave? Well, we've been experiencing one for the last 2 weeks, and we've got another full-on week of it based on the forecast, and this is what we're seeing for the weekend. Could be the hottest we've seen so far. Look at the heat index prediction. 108 today is what we saw, 111 for tomorrow, and then 115 on Saturday and Sunday. So a significant heat wave is building, and that heavy-duty heat will last into next week. This is the prediction for tomorrow with the heat index in 112, 111, 111. You can see that it's going to be very uncomfortable, and even destined at 109. So we could see extreme heat from the panhandle all the way over to the west. And the further west you go, the hotter it is. We have excessive heat warnings up for most of the Mississippi, the lower Mississippi Delta region, and into Louisiana. The entire state of Louisiana under an excessive heat warning. Tomorrow, our heat index will be sky high. All right, looking at the upper level pattern, this is what we're seeing, and we've got high pressure just to our south, and this thing is actually going to get larger. It's going to deepen. It's going to amplify, and checking it out into Sunday, you can see that ridge is much stronger, and the heights are problematic even further north. So we're right in the middle of the influence of this upper ridge. It's really an elongated thing, although next week we may start to see a little break in the ridge to our east, and that could knock our temperatures down a couple of degrees. FUTURECAST shows that it's going to be quiet tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, we will have to watch out for some clusters of storms coming down from the north, which could create some activity and showers and thunderstorms, and could even provide a little relief, especially in the inland spots. No tropical systems expected in the next 7 days. Super quiet. Nicholas is going to break down all those forecasts that are coming out based on some of the water temperatures and things we've seen. But one of the things that's going on out there right now is a lot of atmospheric dust in the central Atlantic. That's limiting things. One of the things that really concerns us is that water temperatures are way above normal, and they get warmer the further west you go. Most of the Gulf is sitting in the upper 80s here now. You can see 87-degree water temperature in the Gulf of Mexico. Tomorrow morning, 81 for a morning temperature in Mobile and Daphne, 83 in Pensacola, 84 for Dauphin Island. No relief in the inland spots, upper 70s. Over the next 4 days, our rain chances running at about 30% each day. Daytime temperatures in the upper 90s, overnight lows at around 80 degrees. Tracking ahead over the next 7 days, we have temperatures in the upper 90s through Wednesday and into Thursday. Overnight lows in the 70s. We've got upper 70s into the middle of the week next week with those widely scattered showers and thunderstorms. Coming up on Next Weather, meteorologist Michael White talks about how the heat is impacting your pets. And Nicholas Urboso has an update on the hurricane season forecast. Stay tuned.
Can I play? Sure, but you need to bring your own truck. That's not a problem.
The FOX10 Storm Tracker Fleet, taking you live to more places, covering the Gulf Coast like no one else can. Unrivaled experience, unparalleled severe weather coverage.
I think I need a bigger sandbox.
All right, with the hot temp staying in place, many of you brought your pets inside. That's the thing to do. Meteorologist Michael White has a look at how your dog could become part of Good Day Gulf Coast.
Thanks, Jason. It is extremely hot, and it looks like this heat wave, as you've pointed out, is going to be continuing for the rest of August, possibly. And this is by far, at least this week, the highest levels of humidity we've dealt with the entire summer. So you've got to think about your pets this time of the year. When's the best time to take your furry friends for a walk? Well, this is what we ran on Good Day Gulf Coast on Wednesday. This was our dog walking forecast dog of the day. Her name was Lucy, and notice she's just laying down on the sidewalk because she wants to just relax and enjoy herself and not go for a stroll with the temperatures as hot as they are. But this time of the year, the only time we put the green paw on the doggy day planner is early in the morning. We put red starting at 10. That means unfavorable dog walking weather because of the extreme heat, and the heat indices have been reaching about 110. The air temperature alone around 97 by 4, and rain chances have not been overwhelming. Now, we always want to remind you, the asphalt is a very tough place to walk your pets this time of the year. Normally you want to walk your pets on the sidewalk, but keep in mind that if that sidewalk is hot on your bare foot, it's going to be hot on their paw. So it's a good idea this time of the year to walk your pets on the grass, keep them in the shade, and make sure you walk them in the early morning hours. Now, we love to run the dog walking forecast every day on Good Day Gulf Coast. How can you submit it and get it on the air? Well, first thing you can do is send it to me through Facebook. You can go to my Facebook page right there with the blue check mark there next to my name, and you can send me a Facebook message with a photo of your dog. Tell me the dog's name, or you can tweet me the dog. You can go to my Twitter right there, look for the blue check mark, and you can send me a tweet message, or you can @ me on Twitter. I guess it's called X now, and you can send me the photo that way. And you can always do it through good old-fashioned email, which is Michael, standard spelling, MICHAEL .White @fox10tv.com. Fox, the number 10, Fox, FOX10 TV.com, and you can send me the photos that way, and I'll try to get them on the air. And we've had some fantastic submissions, but you always got to think, hey, you got to take extra good care of your pets and try not to walk them in the afternoons, because hey, we don't want to be outside in the afternoons, and neither do they. But we will have a fresh dog walking forecast, dog of the day for you bright and early tomorrow to start your Friday on Good Day Gulf Coast. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'm still keeping my fingers crossed that maybe we'll get some early fall air in here when we head in towards September. But for the time being, where it looks like we're just going to keep sweating, Jason.
No doubt about that. A serious heat wave has developed, and also with all these warm temperatures, you may be wondering, how are things going in the tropics? NOAA has released its update to its hurricane season forecast, and here's Nicholas Herboso with the numbers. Nick?
Thank you, Jason. So here are the numbers released by NOAA today, and they've bumped up ever so slightly, 14 to 21. It's a wide range, but the main point to gather out of this is that this is above average for what would be a normal hurricane season. Average is 14. We're predicting 14 to 21. Another great reference, the Colorado State forecast, which was released a little earlier. 18 named storms was their total. This already includes the names of the storms that have already happened. And then for the NOAA forecast, 6 to 11 becoming hurricanes, 2 of 5 might become major hurricanes. That's category 3 or higher. Now, there's a lot of factors going into this forecast. It's been a surprisingly complicated hurricane season forecast. And the main thing that we're looking at, you may notice this big old band of green. This is departures from normal. This is what we call sea surface temperature anomaly. Essentially, in the red, that's where sea surface temperatures are above normal, red, orange, and yellow, and then anywhere in the blue below normal. And notice this is the signature of the El Nino, which typically increases wind shear over the Atlantic and then therefore lowers the number of tropical systems that we see. However, look at the Atlantic and look at the expansive warm temperatures across the Atlantic, even in the Gulf of Mexico. These are running 1 to 2 degrees above average in Celsius. And as we go out into the main part of the Atlantic where the storms form, look at this, a large area of 2 degrees above normal water temperatures. So breaking it down a little simpler, where is it 1 degree Celsius above normal? The entire Atlantic. What about 2 degrees? Well, most of the waves will come off of Africa and track through this region right here. This is where it's 2 degrees Celsius above normal. And then also in the Gulf of Mexico, actually just south of us, there is an area where it's 2 degrees above normal. What are the actual temperatures out there? Look at this. Observations from buoys, 92 near the Keys off the coast of Tampa Bay, 92 as well. 85 in our area, 89 in the middle of the Gulf. Yes, there are very, very warm water temperatures out there. However, not expecting anything in the next 7 days. You may notice on the satellite, there's no clouds anywhere in the Atlantic or Caribbean. We have a lot of dry air out there, and that has acted to kind of keep the hurricane season at bay. However, as we're getting deeper into August, this is the time where that dry air starts to mix out. It takes a lot of time for that to happen. And once that does, typically we expect the activity in the Atlantic to ramp up quite a bit all the way up to September 10th, which is around the peak of hurricane season. So we've knocked out a few names so far. We've knocked out all the way to Dawn. The next name on the list is Emily. We'll be tracking it here on Fox 10. Jason?
All right, well, hopefully we will make it through the season, but if not, we're going to be tracking it every step of the way here on Fox 10. I'll have your 7-day and 10-day forecast coming up.
New to the FOX10 weather app, your 24-hour radar forecast. Be the first to see how precipitation is going to affect your plants across the Gulf Coast. Detailed hour by hour. The 24-hour radar forecast on the FOX10 weather app. Plus the latest breaking news with the FOX10 News app.
Got them both.
Stay alert with FOX10. Prime time is FOX10 time.
The latest on the night's top stories are first on FOX10 News at 9.
Wrap up your day, informed and ready for the morning.
All right, here's that 7-day forecast, and it looks really dire here with the heat as we go through the weekend, up near 100 degrees on Saturday and Sunday. Serious heat still hanging around through Wednesday of next week with widely scattered showers and storms. Our only shot at relief. Overnight lows near 80 initially, upper 70s into next week. And our 10-day forecast also shows the heat. It may back off a little in the long range Thursday through Sunday of the following weekend, but we don't see any real normal summertime heat anytime soon. It looks like we're going to keep rolling with the heat wave pattern, and it could last another week to 10 days. Thanks for joining us here on Next Weather.